Chair. I texted the representative about this. Of course, it was delayed, didn't think about it till today, but all this amendment does is just provide a local referendum approach to this. So the restrictions still apply unless those in the municipality were to vote for removal. So it can't just be a decision made by the city or county commission. It does have to go through a local electoral process. That is the amendment.
Excellent. Questions on the amendment, movers? All right, we're in public testimony. Barney Bishop, Guardians of American History, you're recognized to testify on this. Mr. Bishop, as you've heard, we've got a bunch of people wanting to talk not only on amendments, but on the bill. So if you just go quick. Thank you.
1 minute, Mr. Chairman, thank you. So on the public referendum, no, because some local governments are a part of the problem, not a part of the solution. And there are monuments that have been moved. The most egregious example of a monument being removed in the state of Florida is the famous kissing statue from World War II, the day that we declared victory over the Japanese. A Navy sailor in Times Square kissed a nurse. That was taken down 3 years ago by the city of Sarasota because supposedly he didn't have the permission of the nurse. Nobody kissing that day had permission from anybody. This is how ludicrous local governments can be sometimes in this issue. History is important because it teaches lessons to other generations. We do allow for contextual markers or plaques if that's necessary, and the Florida Historical Commission can do that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop. David McAllister, excuse me, David McAllister, Guardians of American History. You're recognized.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is David McAllister. I'm an attorney in Dade City, Florida, Pasco County, here with Guardians of American History. And I will be speaking on the general bill later, but as to the amendment, we do need a statewide policy and uniform state application of that policy through statute, and that's where you all come in. The state policy is already to maintain all our historical assets, but this policy needs enforcement. A statewide statute is needed to back this thing up. Florida has been the target of iconoclasts lately, and the state needs to give cover to its subdivision to resist the removal of the public's historical memorials and restore them before the cities and counties come to regret what they have done. Please vote against this amendment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ramby Crook is an opponent. You're recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning.
Afternoon. Yeah, I'm a regular soldier, U.S. Army, Germany, chaplain with the American Legion, Pensacola. I've been extensively to Europe, and when you go there, you see many statues like Rome, Caesar, 2,000 years old. They didn't tear it down. Bad people tear things down, okay? Vote yes on this amendment as is, and let's be for all the history in the state. Thank you.
I just want to be clear. You have that you're an opponent of the amendment, but you said vote yes on it.
Well, I don't think we need the amendment. I think we can let the bill go as is.
Down on the amendment, up on the, down on the amendment, up on the bill. Just want to make sure you have, okay. Thank you, sir. Bob Grenier, an opponent of the amendment.
Greetings, and from Tavares, Florida, America's Seaplane City. It's great to be here this afternoon. I'm an opponent of this amendment. I get to see this from two sides. I'm an elected official myself, 12 years, but I'm also retired 20 years as the Lake County Historical Society curator, president, and director. And I'm currently the executive director of Tavares History Research Center. And as an elected official, as somebody who has actually experienced local government, local cities, local county commission involvement in these historical monuments removals, I know it is a bad thing to get them involved. This needs to be a state thing. Personally, I was a curator of a museum that was in a government building, a county building. And I wanted a particular statue in this building, an artifact. And yes, the county commission, local, they were all for this, to do this, preserve and to educate. And yet when it came time where a small group of people got angry, they changed their mind. And I hate to think that
Sir, if you can bring it in for a landing, we got a lot of amendments.
Yes, so I'm finished. I just want to say that I do oppose this amendment. Thank you,
so
Chair.
much. Thank you. Ms. Linnell from Temple Terrace. You're recognized.
Thank you, Rep. McClure. I would just like to go ahead and express my opposition to this amendment. The problem with referendums is they're non-binding, first of all. And second of all, there's a lot of cost involved in referendums if they are held off the ballot, and that's additional expense to the taxpayer. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much for coming all the way from Temple Terrace, Florida. All right, members, that concludes public testimony on the amendment. We're in debate on the amendment. Is there debate on the amendment? Representative Robinson, very quickly in debate, please.
Thank you so much. I think that this is a very good amendment. We just got to talking about communities and, really supporting our residents here in Florida. And I think when we look at legislation that we pass, we talk a lot about things that make people feel uncomfortable. And if you have a statue that's in a community that community do not feel should be there, it might make them feel uncomfortable in some sorts, then I think that it should be in their hands to decide what happens. So I think this is a great amendment.
Thank you, Representative Robinson. Ranking member, did you have debate? Okay. Representative Eskamani, you recognize to close on your amendment.
Thank you so much, Chair. I just want to say that it's great to see Mr. Barney Bishop, because I hear your name all the time. I don't always get to see you. So I'm glad you made the effort to be here for this one. Honestly, members, I'm surprised of the opposition because it doesn't change really the heart of the bill. It just provides a local option. You can't remove it by just the whim of city or county officials. This would be a referendum, i.e. the people would decide in that local community. There would have to be a petition process to do that. So it's definitely not altering the heart of the bill. It just provides some local perspective and local control in deciding the location of these statues and monuments. I also want to acknowledge that the Sarasota kissing statue, my understanding is that it's still up. It got relocated, but it is still up. And so I also want to make sure we're using accurate examples and proving our points. So that I encourage folks to vote yes on this amendment. Thank you.